Good morning. We've got stuff going on today. It's not going to be a full day's video, I don't think, but I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow, so I figured I better film something today so we can at least throw them together. So we've got a seed truck I got to go unload. The neighbor, landlord from across the road, stopped over this morning because Dad's been cutting on a fence row and doing some brushwork stuff for him. And anyway, I got to talking to him, and then I looked at my phone and I'm like, oh, I missed call. And I looked out the window, and sure enough, there's a seed truck sitting here at the warehouse. So we're going to get him unloaded here real quick and see what else we can find to do here this morning. Two more boxes of corn. We're getting quite a pile of corn there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 18, 19 boxes of corn. That's a lot. That adds up. I have an update on our combine. Turns out it's not done yet. So the auger tube was actually dented or bent itself. So going back to combine stuff, you guys might remember that we had some issues with the unloading auger this year with the power fold tip. The bearing, or the auger getting pushed in and coming out of the bearing or the hanger, and bending some flighting and stuff. We made it work to the end of harvest, but still under warranty, so they are replacing all of the damaged components, anything that got bent or whatever, and they're still waiting on the new tube to come. So combine's not done, that's why it's still here, and that's why I haven't heard anything. So they got it tucked in the barn out back while they wait for that to come. Don't know when they're going to get it. We'll see when they do, but no big deal. It just means they store it for me instead of me having to store it. So we're gonna drive around a lot a little bit. Oh, I have something else to tell you guys. So yesterday was my sister Anna's birthday. Tomorrow, the day you guys are watching this, February 2nd, is my wife's birthday. So now that you all have done a good job of wishing Anna happy birthday, thank you. Wish my wife a happy birthday, Maddie. Happy birthday. And let's go check something out. I bought you a present, honey. Oh, dang. There's a big, nice tractor. 620 RX. Sure would be nice, but we don't have the need. New head. Small one. There's an air seeder. Don't need it. Let's go see what's tucked in this barn. 7290R. Dang, that tractor's a 290 horse. It's small. It looks small, but dang. Look at this corn planter. Nice. Happy birthday, honey. I bought you a corn planter. Yeah, so let's check this thing out a little bit. So this is a 2021 1775 NT. It is a 24-row exact emerge. It is a major upgrade for us. So this planter has only been used one season. It is used. It's been used one season. It came in too late for the 21 crop year, so just used in 22. And man, am I looking forward to this. So it's set up really, really well for how I would like stuff. First thing you'll notice up front on the row units. Let's find a row unit we can get to the end of it easy, so we can look at it a little closer. We have some row cleaners up front. These are just floating. They do not have air cylinders or anything on them. They're pin adjust. And yeah, I'm excited for that. I think that's going to be an upgrade over our no-till Kohler. So row cleaners up front, and then we've got our seat openers, and then the gauge wheels here, and you will notice this big split in them. That is because this planter has precision conceal fertilizer openers. Notice how there's no single disc fertilizer openers up front here. We are putting our 2x2 fertilizer in through this. There's a knife right here that places the fertilizer both sides of the row, which makes it 2x2x2. So that is good. I really like that. It also has an in-furrow nozzle. So this planter has two separate fertilizer systems. So we'll check that out back here a little bit more. We've got our Surefire pump, hydraulic pump there, very, very similar to the one that we put on the old planter last year. Just this is actually a little bit better from the distribution standpoint and stuff. And then over here we have a Deere exact rate fertilizer system, and so we've got a learning curve. We got a lot of stuff to figure out with that. The box up there, it is the planter power generation, which means that is the generator that powers the electric meters. So these row units are all driven with electric motors. There is two, one for the meter, one for the brush belt, high-speed delivery system, seed tubes. They run on a 56 volt system, and that is generated from an electric generator up there that's hydraulically driven. Yeah, so there it is. This is our new toy for the year. Very, very expensive corn planter. A major upgrade over what we've got that's going to allow me to plant corn very fast. It does have a 600-gallon fertilizer tank mounted on it, and the guy that ran this for a year obviously had tanks on his tractor, saddle tanks or something, because the other hose is coming from the front. We will still pull our tank behind it. I'm still working out the details on that. It would be nice to have a second tank on the planter itself, so that I have, for two products, if I want to do some without my tank behind, be able to unhook it, I can still have some of both products on the plant, 10 or 15 acres. That would be good, but we'll get to that. Oh yeah, also hydraulic downforce instead of airbags. Really looking forward to that. I hear great things about it. So yeah, we'll see how all of that works. You can see we've got dual stainless tubes here. One of them is our Deere Exact Rate. The other is the Surefire fertilizer system. And I don't know if these are just a flow meter, if that's their Sentinel system, or what exactly. We've got a lot of learning to do to figure out exactly how all of this stuff works on this planter. But I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be really awesome. It is, for the most part, very clean, except for that spot, but that's from the road when they got it over here. It's only got about 1,700 acres of use on it. I mean, I know that the seat openers are a little bit rusty, but they are not worn out by any means. They will be just fine. I'm super excited about this. The one caveat with it was the gentleman who traded this in, the farmer who traded it in, his new planter is supposed to come in the middle of February here. So we can't bring it home until he gets his new one or the dealership gets it. So hopefully by the end of the month we'll have it in our shop, which it's not going to fit in the shop. This is going to be a problem. We're going to have to unhook it in order to get it in the shop, but it'll be okay. We'll make it work. Now, clearly, I'm not dumb enough to buy my wife a corn planter for her birthday. However, let me just say this. A big part of the influence and the reason why we went to a 24-row exact merge instead of a 16-row is the time factor, right? So I've always kind of compared spring planting season to a sprint. Harvest is more of a marathon. And so when we're planting, yes, I can plant all of our corn now with our 16-row in 10 days or less. Yes, I can do that. But do you know how many hours I work to do that? Like, those are long days, and if they're consecutive, it gets old, and my wife doesn't see me, and it's really hard. And so, over the course of the next, say, 15 years, 10 to 15 years, before my boys are old enough to really be involved in the farm, labor is going to become an issue for us. And so when we make purchasing decisions and equipment stuff, part of the things that I am processing and considering is how do we become more efficient with our labor? What allows me to get more done in a shorter amount of time in order to be able to do more different things, right? Because in the spring, I plant corn. That's pretty much all I do. I don't have time to do much field work, tillage work. I don't have time to help plant beans very much. I don't have time to run the sprayer or anything like that. And so, having a bigger, faster planter, which in theory, this planter can plant 3 times faster than our current 16-row, will allow me some time to run the sprayer for Dad if I need to, jump in the tillage tractor and keep the field cultivator moving, help Phil plant some beans. But it also means that I won't have to work from 6 a.m. to 2 a.m. every day, or 7 to midnight, or whatever it is. I should be able to get a little bit more time off, which is why it's a birthday present for my wife, because she'll actually get to see me. And I mean, that's all she really wants for her birthday, right, honey? Anyway, yeah, big exciting news. New corn planter coming. So I'm pretty excited for this one. I've been looking forward to it. And the 24-row kind of, like, I mean, obviously I just explained why. When we started looking at first, I didn't think that was a real possibility, but we found this planter. It's set up almost perfectly. Like there's a couple of small things that I would change, but I really like those precision conceal openers. I really like the fact that it's got in-furrow and the 2x2x2. I like the hydraulic downforce, the exact emerge, the high speed, all of that stuff. So it's very close to how I would expect a new one. In fact, the conceals and that stuff, you'd had to take new parts off to put those on. So the fact that they're already there that's an advantage. And it's very low use. I feel like we saved a bunch of money over buying a new one. But that said, it's still a very expensive planter. So I am now off to judge FFA contest north, and well, we're driving past the red lot, so I figured you guys would enjoy it if we drove through the red dealer's lot. And I have little interest in anything here, but we can look. Combine, high-speed disc, the tractor that is no way gonna pull it. An old combine, there's a nice seed tender. We got a nice gravity wagon there. There's a Kinsey planter. Oh, this drive doesn't go around, goes all the way around the building. All right, liquid applicator, mower, another big wagon. I've never driven through that a lot too much, so I don't really know where I'm going. We can drive around, it's fine. It's fine. There's a big Kinsey planter. Actually, you see this John Deere planter over here? This is the planter that started the planter search. Dad saw this one. He was up here for something, getting some parts or something. I don't know. He saw this one. He said, maybe we should just go buy that one. It's pretty cheap. It's an old one, and like 20-year-old planter kind of thing. And I was like, I don't know. That's a step backwards from what we've got. And so I kind of nixed that idea. But his idea was to buy that for a year or two until we could order a new one and get it in time. Anyway, yeah, totally different planter than what we got. Ooh, they got a nice all-wheel steer cart here. That one looks bigger than the one that we have, or bigger tires. It's the same size tank, just bigger tires. Huh, nice. I don't need one, I have one. And there's the lineup of utility tractors, smaller stuff. Another case planter, and that's about it. Some hay equipment. All right, on we go. Judging was a success. I ended up doing different contests than I had anticipated going in. Junior high and green hand, which for those of you not familiar with FFA lingo, green hand is freshman or first year high school FFA members. So the younger kids conduct of meetings, which is like a parliamentary procedure contest. And yeah, that's what I know really well, what I competed in and have judged lots of times, even at the state level. So yeah, that was good. Anyway, I'm home now. My driveway is icy enough. I have to put four-wheel drive on to get into my garage. Perfect. Anyway, have a great night. Thanks for watching this one. Happy birthday to my wife tomorrow, and pretty exciting with this new planter going to show up. So we'll be back at it tomorrow. Have a great night, everybody.